I believe that setting the table is one of my favorite things to decorate, and I love to do something different each year. So this year I am loving blue. I have the kilt from Scotland hanging here that has the blue in it. This crock has some blue, what would you say, stenciling on it. And recently, while we were in England, we picked up these blue Dickens books. It has miscellaneous papers and Barnaby Rudge. And I love the color of these. I thought we were going to give these to my father-in-law, but he already had these too. So we're going to keep them. So I have those. Earlier in the summer, I thrifted this beautiful tablecloth that was originally from Williams-Sonoma, and it is so large that I would use it outside, but it does indeed fit our dining room table, and so I'm going to be using that. And then in Oxford, England, I found this wonderful little set of spoons. It has the large serving spoon and 6 smaller spoons. And after doing some research, I learned that these are pudding spoons. But today I'm going to be using them for soup. But the label says James Walker, the London Jewelers, London and Provinces. And I thrifted this little set for £12.50. All right, let's get started on our table. You may remember this basket that I showed in my fall thrifting, and it is the one that has the rope that you can hang it by. And when I was trying to decide what to do with it, my son actually gave me an idea. I took a couple of pieces of newspaper and put in this burlap, and I'm going to stuff this burlap down in the basket to fill in the bottom of it. This is actually an old coffee sack is what this burlap is. And then I needed something to put candles in. And so I'm taking a piece of the Advent wreath that my father-in-law made last year, and I'm going to set that on top to put my taper candles in. And then I just took one string of garland greenery from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to arrange this around the candelabra to give it some texture and color. Then I'm going to sprinkle in some of these faux leaves that I already had to give it another autumn touch and to add some more color. These are just some taper candles that I had on hand. You could definitely make them all match and even use the flameless ones. I don't plan on lighting these after you see what I'm going to be using it for. So eventually I would love to get some flameless. But here is the fun chandelier that I made for our harvest table. Wrinkled tablecloths are one of my pet peeves, so I had to get that in order first. Sally Clarkson said, "Celebration is one of the most effective weapons we have against the darkness of our day. When we celebrate, we proclaim that there is still good in the world because God is still faithful." I love that. I knew I wanted to use these beautiful brown glasses that my husband inherited from his grandmother. There is a time and place for paper plates and napkins and silverware, but I love getting out real dishes, real china, and setting our table for our family celebrations. If you have visited here before, you will notice that I'm using my beautiful white ironstone collection. Recently, my mother-in-law gifted me with some new pieces, including this cream and sugar, and some other pieces I will show later on. This beautiful soup tureen is another piece that came in the set that my mother-in-law gave to me. I think it's wonderful to include natural elements that are easy to find, sometimes in your own backyard. My boys have collected these feathers at various places, and I love using them in my fall decorating. I thought it would be fun to add some blue velvet ribbon. And this, in fact, is the only item that I did not thrift or is a hand-me-down on our harvest table. These are the beautiful quill that I showed in another thrift haul that are from Italy, and I absolutely love them in this table setting. Sometimes we only have to go as far as our own backyard to find beautiful, colorful greenery to adorn our homes. I didn't have time to make sourdough, so instead I picked up this loaf of olive bread at a local bakery. It's wonderful if it can be homemade, but sometimes it doesn't have to be. I did make a homemade soup, and what is more cozy than a warm soup, some hearty bread, and some fun, sparkling cider on an autumn afternoon? I hope you have enjoyed decorating with me today. I wish you and your family a wonderful Thanksgiving. I am so grateful for each of you who meet me here to share and to be friends. I am sorry about my voice. I have been a little under the weather, but I hope to see you next time.